te atiawa, arama kite, number 10, Ngāti Maniapoto, Tukaha Ashby, number 11, Ngāti Rua Hine Rangi, Deante or Rore, is that how you say his name? Dante Rore, number 12, Ngāti Ruanui, Shea Potaka, number 13, Ngāti Ruanui, Thomas Lilo, number 14, Ngāti Kahununu, what's it, Devon, Donovan, Gordonay, number 15, Kahununu, Fifitu Timora, number 16, Tuhoi, Fraser Taurima Hepiri, number 17, Kahununu, Tawhiwhi Karaitiana, number 18, Morehu, Barclay Crib, number 19, Ngā Rua Hine Rangi, Te Pautoko Manawa Ma Tātahi Ngāti Rauru, that's number 20, number 21, Benjamin Manhinik, 21, Te Ateawa, and Kohi Hoa, number 22, another Tuhoi. Kia ora whānau. Enjoy our kōrero from me and Uncle. We'll try and be as humble as we can, and we'll try and be as hard case as we can as well. There's no restrictions on what we say and do here, but enjoy.
And we'll try and be as blind as a bat.
We'll try and be as blind as the NRL referees.
The referee for this game is Taine Manu, and touch judges Wallace Nuku and Paki Naira. So those are our officials for this, the finals of the Tamatane under 17s. And it just goes to say the relevance of a tournament of this nature at Rangatahi, the depth that can be developed for our Tuakana tournaments and Labour Weekend. And so with 39 teams here, who knows what's going to be in Labour Weekend.
And that's just the beauty of getting this Rangatahi tournament, keeping it strong, keeping its value strong. And I'm not moaning because it's in Rotorua. Hey, I haven't got far to come in and do whatever I have to do for this. But it's a good showcase for our league orientated kids back here in Rotorua.
Ko hoki mai te nono ke aenena ki a Taranaki, te reo tonu te taiatsa o te Kotahitanga, ko ruti tonu, wa te kaumi te tonu roto I te whenua o Taranaki ane, te pōre whakahoki a mana e rātau.
Well, at least we can, Uncle, at least we can see these numbers. I got the duty of looking after, naming all the Taranaki boys that are doing the hard yards.
Yes.
But at least I can see their numbers from where I am. I'm just about like these referees. They can see everything that goes wrong. Well, they think they can.
Well, it makes it so much easier from a commentator's point of perspective when the numbers are emblazoned big enough to see. It's a necessary part of our commentary, given this is the first time we've commentated on this team. Had we been doing it year in, year out, then you'll get to know that players by name, by sight, automatically.
Yes, and that's just how it is here. Obviously, when you get to an age like our uncle and myself, our glaucoma starts to settle in. So we do our best for what we've got in front of us. And if we get it wrong, it's no malice there. But hey, to everybody that down in Taranaki, if I get anything wrong, it's because what's on my. Obviously, we got replay, so we can look at it twice, and then correct ourselves.
And with the Kotahitanga now hard on attack, they've just crossed the halfway line, and coming through with their number 6, Jacob Laban from Te Atiawa. 10 metres now into Taranaki's territory. So they've gained quite a lot of metres here in the last tackle coming up for the Kotahitanga. Out it comes this way to their designated kicker. And he's using the sun to good effect. There it is, that's the comeback.
Well, somebody was offside there. But obviously that was clever play because the two other games that previous, the team coming from our right to left, obviously they had the sun to deal with, and the team coming from left to right were see how clever they were by using that.
The higher the better. Kotahitanga getting pinged twice in a row.
Obviously, we got another different referee. This fellow here, I've seen him around a few times, but he seems to be a bit more stricter on how to manage the game. I suppose that comes into respect from the players back to the referee as well. Not so much with us on the sidelines here.
No, it's got to acknowledge the referees for doing the job over the weekend. 15 referees amongst 39 teams. That's a hell of a lot of games to referee.
That's a lot of games for one referee, but then you look on the sideline, there's about 2,000 referees. and
always is.
It always is.
And ko hoki mai anena ki Taranaki, ta kai te rataha. Ai whakahoki mai te pōro. Nari kai reira te wawao a Kotahitanga. In the last couple of years, Rawari, the Kotahitanga and Auckland, they sort of separated instead of playing for Auckland. There's supposed to be an Auckland side, this Kotahitanga, but they decided to change their name to the Kotahitanga and separate themselves from the Auckland squad.
Oh, that's good though. When it's, I know that when Auckland comes down, whether it's in the Rangatahi, and then who's going, and he scored, and that'll be
very hard to see who scored that.
Number nine, which was Renata Campbell Simon.
And he died for that. So,
yeah, there he is, number 9.
Yes, the cover just wasn't fast enough or quick enough to counter that. So ko hare whakamua i ane ko Taranaki.
And yeah, you're right, Uncle. With when you get a team that comes down into the Māori tournament and their name comes under Auckland this and Auckland that, but when you come under Kotahitanga or Taranaki Whanau, Whanui, and then they know that that's a tuturu team that's coming from their rohe, and then, like everybody knows, Kotahitanga, that's made up of all these contracted players. But hey, so be it.
Exactly. Now, a few years ago, I questioned some of my Ngāti Whātua colleagues up there, and I says, look, why don't you put a team in, under your umbrella? Because we've got a lot of Auckland urban players, and they're calling themselves Auckland, which is fine. But, when it comes to the rohe, it's either Tāmaki Makaurau or Ngāti Whātua.
That's right.
Tāmaki Makaurau is the 100 wakas that used to trade there. So Tāmaki Makaurau should be the proper name for those teams coming out of Auckland.
Yep. No, that's right too, Uncle. That conversion was kicked by Maraki Omua from, his ties back to Ngāti Porou. And obviously I can't say, Kotahitanga ready to kick off, because actions will speak for itself, because of course they're going to kick off. And there you go.
Nice long deep kick, and here comes the runner, the first carry of the ball, straight into three tacklers from Kotahitanga in the 20-metre zone. Tackle number 2. The defence must give Kotahitanga their defences solid in the beginning stages of this game.
That'll be a true reflection towards the end of the game.
Yes, correct.
The last 5 minutes, you defend well, you attack well, and it's just those little steps you take.
Yep. But they end up being gigantic.
Yeah, and obviously with the sun that Taranaki are running into.
So coming out of the 30 metres, is Taranaki. With rugged defence from Kotahitanga. It's meant to upset him. There's the kick, allowing fullback and or winger to run back. Anei te whakahoki mā te pōri ai nei nā mai a te Kotahitanga ka arawa te nauma mai te kaumita ki mua. Kai waho te rua te kaumārua mita i ai nei nā. e whakahoki a mai nā te pōro, hai o matita hati i tērā taharano. E nari kai te kahate wawao a Taranaki.
See how good this Taranaki defence holds up to a good attacking team like Kotahitanga.
Yes, they got all the glimpses of wanting to move the ball, haven't
Yep,
they?
yep. Unlucky, good play there, but it was forward.
The idea was there.
The idea was there, and it wasn't forward in my eyes. But
Well, I'm a bit one idea. How can he see it as a forward when he was on the other side,
Yeah,
10 metres out?
yeah, and he's right in front of us.
And he's right in front of us.
He's right in front of us, so I was on the line.
So he must have a right angle eye to see that.
Yeah. He might have one of those Tuhoro eyes.
Oh, no.
No. So Taranaki are moving it forward and doing it hard.
It's the defence that Kotahitanga is providing at the moment.
Yep.
The question is, how long can they do that?
Yep. That was Malakai Hala. Made a...
That's a very strong run.
Oh.
And he's lost the ball and a penalty to come.
And that's the sort of stuff you need to get into that half and then get a penalty. Oh, well, there's another 6 coming. No, another 5 tackles coming.
Yes. So ko Taranaki ai nei na kairo te tirua te kaumita kua timata sono.
Mā tuni te pau toko manawa. Mā tātahi.
Mā tātahi. Tākora tuarua kai wahau te kaumita i ai nei kua kuhati ki roto te whenua whero. Awa whiatki tērā taharano. Oh, tawhiti rawa te pāhi. Unlucky for Taranaki. Good luck to Kotahitanga.
Oh, no. Unlucky for Kotahitanga because they got penalty.
Yep,
they got
okay.
penalised.
Unlucky for them. Twice over.
This ref sees everything.
Oh, no.
They might. That's still early days yet. But yeah, good luck to Taranaki.
Well, they're moving that ball around with some purpose.
Yeah,
that's the difference. So from the 10 metres, they decide to run the short side, and he just drops the ball. Just what the Kotahitanga needed. Better luck.
Hard luck to Taranaki there because they were in a...
They were building up.
Yeah, they were building up, and they just, as previous games, you make a mistake and you build up to it and you want to walk away with 6 points. But obviously, still early days for Taranaki.
Nā rei kua taumai te nono ki ane te kaumita i tērā taho te whira ki a te Kotahitanga. Hei whāngai atu te pōro. Good weather for open rugby league.
Good weather for being on the water. Well, our lakes just opened up on Thursday.
Oh my gosh! No, I don't understand that. You get penalised for holding, for running with the ball. That I don't understand.
No replay. Yeah. I just seen it on the delay there. He did run up, but that's just.
It's Navajo Doyle that's been spoken to. I think he must be the captain of the team. So what did he use? An elbow?
Oh, yeah, used the elbow, but unintentionally, I think, because it just protect. Yeah, that's just a natural reaction.
There you are. There's the fortunes of the game. With 5 tackles to go, they panic and they lose the ball in the first tackle.
I'd like to Taranaki there. What was his name? Arama Kite or Arama Kite, but I think it's more Kite. Made a good run there, lost the ball, and one of the Taranaki boys got the ball offside, so unlucky.
Arawa te oma whakamua mai ai nei nā te Kotahitanga. Wa huri ati ki te rata, e nari kua arawa te pāhi, kua whānau ati ki waholano i ai nei nā. Kua hua te whera mai te kēti, kua takahi ati te pēni hini i ai nei nā. Kua kai te oma haere tonu, kai te kimi haere kai hia tana hoa. Kai te nari ka arawa te piro. Ātahua te piro a te Kotahitanga. Mai te toru te kaumita, nau pakaruke mai te whā te kaumita. Whā te kaumita tērā o mātua tēnei tanata, ko tahi atu ka piro. That's what you call pure brute strength.
Yep. And that's what we've been talking about. Coming through, you make a mistake in their half, and you score, and you come out with 4 points. But obviously, the Kotahitanga, they took advantage of that mistake that Taranaki did, and then now the Taranaki are turning around, standing behind the post. But that was just a good sequence of play there in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't name you who their player was because I haven't got his number. He must have changed jersey at the last minute.
Was the number 12, was it, that scored?
Oh, I thought it was 22. Was it 12?
Well, who it was a big run, big follow.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I haven't even got a 12.
What's on the bottom? On the bottom.
Salesi, Foketi.
Oh, that looks like a Foketi. Foketi your number.
Well, you know, that try initiated from way back over here in their own half.
Well, it might be 22 or whoever it is.
But it was a very, very strong run.
Yep.
Well, that's what you call determined running.
And this clever play coming out from defending and getting penalised or this and that twice and then scoring.
Yeah, they were committing the tackler and then at the last minute releasing the ball.
Yep.
There was always support play on either side. Ana ko tima tāso no.
Maraki Amua kicking off. And if the ref turns around, he should stop the game because he's
look at this. Another breakout.
There's a little kid on the field.
I'm sure the same fellow. I'm sure the same fellow that's running.
Yeah, number 22. Ref, you saw that little protester kid? Nah.
Was that a cat that ran on the field?
No, a little kid and one of the Kotahitanga boys. The Taranaki grabbed that kid. Obviously, then he couldn't.
That's not good. That's not good because that spoils the flow of the game.
Yeah, that Taranaki boy couldn't commit to the tackle. But
that was a very, very strong run. I think it was the same player.
Yeah, that same.
Okay.
Jesus, this fella's dishing out penalties more than the first two games, first two finals.
I'll have to have a chat to him after. Ko hamini hia ia nei na ko Taranaki, ko kiki poto hia, ko teki ati kia whakahoki ati te pōra, anā te, ka arawa e te oma, tuki atu ni hia. It's like a raging bull, that run.
Raging, what do they call him? That Gordon Tellis sort of.
Oh yes, yes.
Yep. They should have actually have field management down there because you got a cameraman down there, you got a supporter down there, and there's two kids where they should be on this side.
There, yeah.
They should be on this side of the fence.
Well, that's what the ground announcer should be looking at.
Yep.
Hoki mai ane na kai te rua te kaumaurua mita, e te tari atona kia whakahoki a mana o te pōro. She looks very small compared to the player that's just ran the ball, and he's only under 17.
Oh, good defence there from Taranaki.
And here's another bulldozing run by Te Kotahitanga. Straight now into the 10-metre line. And here they go. Here they go. And a little small kick. And who's going to be there? Good, good.
But a penalty because
stopped.
The runner coming through was taken out.
Yep.
Yeah. You fellas know anyway, you watching it on TV. I don't have to repeat an action. But hard luck to Taranaki.
Yeah, you know, those are the little bits that counts
those
either for you or against you.
A penalty is deserved, but don't send the boy off and everything like that.
Oh, no, that's right.
Yeah.
So the Nathaniel Tangitamaiti plays the ball with a quick tap just to set it up. And here it comes. All the big boys are now coming in, and the defence is Taranaki is just as good.
There was Renata Campbell, did number 9, they scored a try for Taranaki. Did a good tackle.
Oh no, that ball wasn't meant for him.
Yeah.
That ball wasn't meant for him. And a strong run by Taranaki after that drop ball has brought them all the way back to halfway. Good defence.
Strong run for number 14, Thomas Lilo from Taranaki. Hard luck, Taranaki.
Yeah, drop ball in the tackle.
I suppose to play in a tournament like this time of the year with daylight saving and the heat, how conditioned you have to be. It comes down to the coaches and their player management.
Well, that's the most important part in terms of safety and health.
Yep.
You know, when you look at the professional teams, you take rugby, for example. We've got the Motor 10 coming on right now. And some of their games is in the afternoon and some of them at night. So that defeats. Oh, this is a beautiful break. Here he goes. And a step like that, you just can't fault. And yet the defence of Taranaki is really, really spot on.
Well done, Taranaki.
I couldn't pick out who that runner was, but he certainly created.
Fullback for Kotahitanga.
Fullback.
Number 1.
That'll be Kini. Rima miti ane mai te rārani piro ki a te Kotahitanga ko hana mai ki tēnei taharano. E ka arawa te tiwhera mai o te kēsi ki aia.
Yeah, that's hard luck, Kotahitanga. Well done, Taranaki. Coming back from that mistake to defending well.
Absolutely. Right. Just goes to show you that you can't take anything for granted. So, mai te rua te kau mita, te hoki mai ane nā o Taranaki. Te ruti tuatahi tēnā. Tuarua, kai roto tonu I te whenua o Taranaki, nei te tākolo tuataru e hare mai nei.
It's the big boys from Taranaki taking it up the middle. Yep. Clever play that one. See, in the back in the dead ball there, you got a supporter right up behind the post. Where
for Taranaki.
Well, what's his job there? Why is he there?
He's waiting to catch a photo of a Taranaki score a try boy.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, Taranaki is coming towards him. Yeah, must be.
Ka te titira kau ki te aho nā tānata kua hara mai ki te mātakitaki, kua hua rahi haere, nā whānau, kua hara mai ki te tautako I tēnei tākaro, whakamutu nei, whakapaho I atu nei ki a koutou, anei te hoki mai anō I ai nei nā o te Kotahitanga.
Even though you whānau that you think that Kotahitanga is doing so well and Taranaki are defending so well and penalties are going maybe even, the score was only 6-all.
Yep.
Score was only 6-all.
But the level of the rugby league here is very good.
Yep.
By both sides. They obviously know defence is a key factor.
And that's what we were talking about. I said earlier on, Uncle.
Beautiful try.
Beautiful try.
Beautiful combination between the centre and the wing. And I think that is Nathaniel Tangitamaiti. Let's have a look. Here it is. Yep. It's a good combination between the backs there to enable the Kotahitanga to extend their lead by 4.
Yeah. Like I said earlier on, Uncle, it's how Kotahitanga were defending so well, and does that count for in the last 5 minutes? You start well, you finish well.
Well, that's where you've got to look for that extra. You know.
Yep. And that's when you look to the coaches and the managers and how they handle their player management for these boys. And same like Taranaki, that's pretty robust defending there. All they need is one of those big boys. What's our number 8 here? Malakai Hala, just to run it up the middle and away, and then their momentum will come back. Wait till they got their backs to the sun, and then.
This is Sia Woodman Tuhoro, who's on the wing, attempting to convert their second try. And I've got to let the listeners know as well, Tarawhiti, there's 25 players in each team. That's men's and women's. And that allows for rolling changeovers. Unlimited.
Okay, whānau, we just half-time break now, and the score is 10-6 to Kotahitanga, and like Uncle said, 25 players, 20 players per game, and it's that rolling subs, and that's the beauty of how the 2-day tournament has been going, and that's going to happen with the tuakana as well.
Yep. We'll be back. later on.
Hey, whānau, we're back on board now, getting ready for this second half. But we while Uncle has his ham sandwich, I'll bun, I'll just take us through. Obviously, we can't start until the referee gets here, and he's just coming through now. But well done to Taranaki, Kotahitanga, well done for getting to this final. And you've only got another, is it 25 minutes each way, another 25 minutes of this COVID hit 2020 Rangatahi Tournament. And no doubt we'll be looking forward to seeing you in the future for the Tuakana tournament, which so happily 2021, 2022 is going to be held here in Rotorua. So that we will pick up our game to make sure that it's, everybody that comes in is welcome into our humble rohe. So with that whānau, get ready for our kick-off from Taranaki. Maraki Aumua, kicking off, getting proceedings going. All these that young boy Malakai Hala at number 80. It's only a small fella, but it must have a big heart. Kotahitanga taking it out of their red zone, going into Taranaki's half. And how many tackles was that? 3, 4 tackles, and they're already there. Final. Well done, Kotahitanga.
Brilliant executed try, Rawiri.
Exactly, that's what you see in NRL.
Yep, exactly right.
Commiserations to Taranaki, they kicked off well, and they held them. And then, like we said, when you're running into the sun like that, if you start well, you know where you're going to be, as the previous game showed us. But to get to your last tackle like that and then finish off with a try.
You know, there was a brilliant, you can see it coming up because they were shaping up for that kick, and so was the runner. He already knew there was a short kick. You know, the kick was really good, nicely timed and executed.
I suppose that's what happens when you got a team like Kotahitanga playing how they do. They may not come from the same club, but spread around Auckland. And when you get the best to come out like that, and like Uncle said, these fellas would have come under Auckland, so it's appropriate that they come under Kotahitanga or Tamaki Makaurau. Conversion taken care of, so that's taking us out to 16-6 to Kotahitanga, and you're wondering why I'm talking so much now is because Uncle's onto his second ham bun now.
If the truth be known, can I share with you all your listeners, I never had time for lunch. I just got sent from one side of the stadium to the other side, and never had time to have lunch, one after the other. So you take these opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. Hard luck, Taranaki. You were just in front of that kick. Yeah, just like myself, we were thrown into this, and JD sitting over there with all the politicians and everything. So, but that's all good. That's all good. I think it's about having a bit of fun here, and then helping out our Gecko production as well.
Bye-bye.
Some big boys. These are some big boys in both teams.
Oh yeah, there's some big ones. Yeah. But it's how they use them. They need to use it in a good effect. Oh look, they got the ball away.
Yeah, hard luck. Kotahitanga lost that ball, and Taranaki pounced on it. Usually in the NRL, somebody like would have been the defending team ripped the ball out. But good refereeing from this fella. He didn't see it.
Hoki mai anō ia nina ki a Taranaki, kai a rātou te mana e whakahaere i te pōro whakamua. Kua muti te nau a he mana. Come back to reality. Rawiri, you can go and have your munchies now. I like and a lovely side step from Taranaki. Here comes the next try from Taranaki. And followed up, yes, Nari, but try. That's a fewer, good, determined try. Come back from Taranaki.
That try was taken from Te Pautoko Manawa Mātātahi. Ngā Rauru, I should say.
Ngā Rauru, mai parenini hinki wai te tōtara nā iwi kau wānanui. Ana, kāhu mai ko Taranaki.
Good comeback from that try that Kotahitanga had got, yep. And a good comeback from Taranaki.
And this trophy is the Luke Chipene is a tribute to a young fella who sadly lost his life at a very young age. So he's a good footballer.
Maraki Omua kicks the conversion.
Yes. And as a result of that, the whānau had agreed to put up a memorial for this young chap, Luke Chipene. Nā reira, kua kātata mano nā kauti ānei, te kaumaono kia Kotahitanga, te kaumārua kia Taranaki. I roto i tēnei te hāwhi whakamutuna, e ki te ai, ka riro iāwai te mana mō tēnei, tōna mana mō tēnei tau. Anei te whakahoki mai anō i ānei nā mai a Taranaki. From the 22, at the moment a lot of them seems to be running across with the ball instead of running straight.
Number 12, Deontay Rored, doing that previous run-up. But like Uncle was saying, they're running across the field. I suppose, what do I know? I'm not out there playing. I'm just a sideline critic.
One of many, eh?
No, one of many. All the rest over there in the stand.
Yeah, and that was a tremendous run by the Taranaki forward. Unfortunately, he couldn't get down. Unfortunately, and he was bundled out into touch by the defence of the Kotahitanga. That's a waste.
Yeah. Arama, what was your name? Arama Kaitoa, Arama Kite.
Yeah. And again, this is one of those little things that takes time to nurture from the coaching staff. You know, when you know you're going to go out, get to the ground, your safety is the ground.
Yep. Big fella that he was. Kotahitanga got underneath him, and then he couldn't go to ground. Good run by him and good play also from
look at this.
Kotahitanga.
Ala we te moatsa te tanata nei ko takahia mai e te pēni hini ai nei na. Ko tirika ho kua piro. Ko wai atu tēnei tanata ko Nathaniel Tangitamaiti.
And once again from a mistake, as we've been seeing in previous games, mistakes and then they capitalise on it like that.
Ngāti whātua. You know, his calibre is above and beyond.
Yeah.
You have a look at it. So it was in his own half, created the gap, put the speed on, and put the after speed burners on once he got through.
Well done to that young man.
Yep. So I'll keep an eye on this name. You just never know. He could well be progressing into the Warriors.
Oh, if that's the calibre that's been played today, and if there was some scouts around, usually there's scouts around in this tournament, but this COVID stuff has hit. But obviously going live with these finals, in Australia there may be some view there, but in saying that, we already knew that about all these young fellas that they were playing.
Oh no, this is where the kohanga reo is for the NRL.
Yeah, exactly,
right
exactly.
they will come and they will take them away and they will look after them. That has happened in the past. NRL scouts have been coming over from the Cowboys. The last tournament I was at for this grade in Taupo, because one of the Māori fellas that was playing for the Cowboys really injured himself. He was a standoff, and he's never come back since the injury got too much of him. He had a head injury. Ia nena ko hoki mana ko te Kotahitanga ia nena, ko piki anō o rātou pihi, nā te mea ko tai rātou ki te rua te kaumārua. You know, this team, Rawiri, without a word of doubt, they're playing to a game plan.
Yeah, they are, and it does look different.
They're playing to a game plan, and you know you got to give the accolades to the coaches. Oh, that's nicely picked up. And is this another runaway or not? No. If he'd have passed in, it could have been.
It could have been from our eyes up there. He could have.
Yeah.
But still good play.
Oh, look at it. Throw it wide.
And still good defence.
Yeah, very good defence. That was the last tackle. Yep. That was the last tackle.
And they got over.
Come on, referee, keep up with the game.
Yeah.
You got left behind.
All right. But good attacking play.
Yep.
Good defence also. Good defence. They
caught him napping. They got caught napping because of the swiftness of the players.
Yep.
You know, support play. You know, they think, oh well, you'll get him, so I'll hang off.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
I just hope this Taranaki team keep their heads up high.
So the scores are extended out now to 26-12, with a kick to come, and there's no doubt about it. This team is quite well drilled. They got good teamwork between them.
Yeah, exactly. But even with our Taranaki Whanau, I'm impressed with those front rowers.
Yes, Taranaki.
Very impressed with their hairstyle too, because I just seen of lately with the hairstyles that are coming back now, the old mullets are coming back into life now.
Yes,
but
short.
In my lifetime, I haven't had a mullet for a few 100 years now.
Short back and sides.
Yeah. Right now I got nothing on the sides and nothing on the top, but
he decided to grow underneath your lips.
Yeah. Now at least my hair can touch my chest now.
And so the scores stay at 26 Kotahitanga and 12 to Taranaki, which gives it a little bit more difficult for them to come back. But like you say, the fat lady don't sing.
Yeah. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Not over till the fat lady sings. Anei te hoki mai ai nei nā te Kotahitanga mai tō rātou te kaumita. O karawe te pakaru mai anō i konei. Pai te oma nā kai paumua ara o te Kotahitanga. Ko te tākolo tuuru noho tēnei, ko tatatunu rātou te Taranaki Whanau. After two tackles, they're halfway.
Third tackle, they're over halfway.
Third tackle, they're over halfway, yep.
I just hope that Taranaki do come back, and all they need is just a mistake or something from Kotahitanga, and then get back there. But obviously Māori, they don't give up. They don't give up.
Not when you've got the confidence with the tries, you can move that ball around. This guy's tricky, that number 7. Oh, look at that. And the pass again. Oh, no, pushing him away. And Kotahitanga just riding through.
That was a good work up to that try.
Yes.
A few. Our uncle was saying a few of these. Watch this boy, and then you got a couple of Benji Marshall tries there, passes.
It is from that number 7, a quick little offload, and another quick offload again. See the passing, the support play. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. Obviously, this team they read each other's play.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
And then you can see it, and that's the beauty of being Māori. You know, you just do it, but you don't train it, and that's all that backyard.
It wouldn't surprise me if these guys are playing in the same club teams back up in Auckland.
Yeah. Good management.
Yeah. and a conversion from Keano for the Kotahitanga certainly boosts the scores out somewhat.
Yes, yes.
32-12.
It was so close.
Yes, it was very close, yep.
The last try from Taranaki. It's going out a bit now, but I think like Taranaki they're still manning up to their job.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier on, already, once you start defend tackle after tackle,
Yep.
it drains the energy away.
It does drain it, yep.
It takes 2 or 3 just to put one man down and just suck them in, and this team knows very quickly how to run that ball wide, very quickly. Hoki mauna ki wane nui ai nei na, ai ti matātu, mā Taranaki. If this team sticks together, it just goes to show you how good is the Kotahitanga when they come back for the Labour weekend. I'll be watching it with great intensity.
And that's the thing of you don't have to bring back the Australians to play, but hey, if they want to come back and play for their iwi, their hapu,
that's good on them.
Yeah. But not so much make a team out of just of Australian-based players.
Because I know got a good idea of the structure that Queensland's got with Queensland Māoris.
Yep.
And here we go again.
Here we go again.
Forward pass. Yep.
Yeah, it was forward.
Pass, yep.
Now dreadlock referee saw that forward pass.
Yeah, as I was saying, the Queensland Māori Rugby League, they have some very strong players here. They do have their own tournament over there. Hey. And I was there when I helped them set up the Gold Coast Māori Rugby League, Rohe.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not too sure if they're still going, but we used to have games against the Aborigines up there in school age groups, picking them up.
I was up in Cairns a few years ago, and I had, got a sister up there and went to watch some of the nephews play. And there's some untouched
talent.
Tapped talent up there.
Oh yes, for sure.
And I didn't know the Aboriginal. There was Aboriginal and there was the Torres Strait.
Yes,
where they're the indigenous people. But gee, it's unbelievable. Those Torres Strait people.
Yeah.
Have a go, Taranaki.
They're coming up against some very stiff defence at the moment. They're going to get pinged. You watch, these guys will get pinged. Oh, he didn't. They're all in front of him. The Kotahitanga was all in front of him.
Yeah.
And he didn't ping him. See, look at it. See, the second time.
Yep.
Now, is this guy watching the defence or is he watching the attack? Look at the tākala whakamutu na teitei na te kiki. Oh, he's used the sun all right, which is good. But so was the catch.
Yeah.
All these runners are very good. They can step, Rawiri. Hey, you notice that?
Yep.
It doesn't matter what size they are, they know how to step. And that's something you can't teach.
No, that's something that they've been watching on TV. And there is like touch rugby as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
And they do that sort of stuff. No, that's clever. He was going to pass
one, no? Determined running.
Here's our number 9, scored the first try for Taranaki.
Oh, and he dropped the ball.
Penalty. Kotahitanga got penalised.
I'm not too sure what that was for. Pushing the player, I suppose, without the ball. Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Looks like it's the wind against them. Ko tamai ane na ki te rua te kaumita, mā Taranaki hei whakahoki mai te pōro. Anei te tīmatana. I roto te tākoro tuatahi, engari ka rawe nā, ka rawe nā rutu a te Kotahitanga. Takatuna te pōro. Just one solid tackle like that, you know. And we're his mates to support him. That's the sad part.
Yep, that's right. I was just sorry, Whanau, about our third sponsor, but I'll just go through them again. There was Alice Post Tensions, our local One Foundation funding agencies that are looking after our rangatahi, looking after our tuakana tournament as well. Hence the reason why most of the tuakana and the rangatahi are here for the next 2 years. And our people within Rotorua, Tarawhiti as well, opening up our doors for all our people to come in. And also to our local Get-Go Productions, Moana and Mike Miller, the parents of the production, Get-Go Productions. And we actually got a production too down at Whakarewarewa, and Get-Go Productions is from Whakaue, and Tuhoro got the Pukeko Productions. Now the Pukeko don't eat, they eat all rubbish, so we just started having a bit of a laugh. Here we go, Kotahitanga must be, yep. Oh. Went over for a try and lost the ball.
Lost the ball as he went over. He should have spun the ball out.
Taking him back, oh.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, should have spun the ball out. That's a try wasted there.
Yep. Keep your heads up, Taranaki.
That is a big advantage now in the second half that they built up.
The good thing about it is for Kotahitanga, when you're up by that so many points and you got the sun in your eyes, sometimes you can be just that backyard rugby league, rugby touch. You can play that now because you got a big score.
Or you can get confidence in that.
Yeah,
you can afford to spin the ball around. And, throw wins to the caution, throw caution to the winners in terms of the 50-50 passes.
Yeah, yeah.
Nei te hoki mai no iai nei na o te Kotahitanga, kua tirikohu atu, kua tuki atu, kua piro. Ano.
And that gap was there.
Oh, you could see it.
Yeah, you could see it, and it's clever from the dummy half.
The cover defence was too slow in moving back.
Yep. The way he went. No, look at that.
Yeah. There's a big gap there.
Yep,
see,
big.
You're all over here.
Yep.
All bunched up over here by the goalpost.
Yeah, they moved into the goalpost, and then they left their mate out stranded by himself. But that may come down to fatigue. The last minutes of this tournament to go. But good on Taranaki for getting there, like everybody else. Congratulations for this tournament to start, to get up, and so we can sign it off.
Ko te tari atu ai nei ka kikiha mai te pōro mai tērā taharano. I te wahana, hua eke nā kau te toru te kau maono, i te kau mārua. Nei te kiki atu, kao, me whakawhiti. Nā reo, ko noho tenu nā kau te ki te toru te kau maono, i te kau mārua. Kai atarana ki te kaha iāne nā ki te hoki mai.
Not much time left now, listeners.
The clock is ticking now.
Yep. Throw caution to the wind now, Taranaki.
They'd have to.
Yep.
And that's a good start. But look out,
Well,
here they come
when you got a
again.
big boy like that running it up.
Yeah. These boys, big boys, aren't effective when they're close to the ruck.
Yeah.
You got to get them out wider, so they get the ball at speed.
Well, whānau, that was us for this 2020 COVID hit Rangatahi under 17's Tama final.
Te Kotahitanga comes out victors, and this the Luke Cheapen trophy. Ki wana nui Taranaki. Nā reira te iwi tēnei rā te mihi ati kia koutou katoa. Me te kuhua whakapau ati kia rāwiri i tēnei te tākaro whakamutuna e pāna ki nā tīma e rua nei. Piki te ora ki a koutou katoa e te huna kāina e mihi atuna whakatuwherehia mai o koutou marae ki nā tīma kai te hoki pēnei mai anō i te Labour Weekend. Hei reira ka ki take tātou i te kaha o te whakaaro Māori ki konei. Ko tīmata hi atu e nā rangatahi konei, ko wahuhia mai mana tuakana e whakaoti ati mō tēnei tau. We've had a very, very tough year in terms of the COVID, as Rawiri was alluding to, but the fact that remains that we were still able to bring out our rangatahi and enjoy a good game of rugby league under Māori auspices and planning to overcome the moke and living in the bubbles, especially up in Auckland. We weren't so bad here in Bay of Plenty in level 1. However, Auckland, they had to endure the level 2 and the social restrictions that went with it. So